Hello. Just like that, we're back. Just one singular day.
Insane. What
And
a
I'm here.
schedule.
Hell yeah. And I'm here with Smiles. Wow.
Hello, fellow infantry gamers. How are you doing?
Real infantry player. Yeah. Okay, we got this is the first actual official match of the tournament. Technically, not really, because like qualification phase, but like it's an official match. It's a real thing. Honor PC versus HSR. Deciding who gets to actually go in the tournament.
Yeah, this is
Gonna
actually
be pretty
qualifying.
good.
This is meaningful stuff, you know. This is no longer just pointless head clicking. This has consequences potentially.
Hell yeah. The timer is still. Okay, well whatever, the timer's here.
Any guesses what's gonna happen when the timer runs out?
Okay, speaking of which, I got a little funny thing up where we can see the qualification phase standings. Currently, everybody's at 0 wins. First match. But we can kind of just check in on those every now and then to see who's where, what the groups are, who needs to win what to stay in the top 4. I should probably change the colors on that because currently they're kind of meaningless.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Yeah, we're having some script stuff.
Yes,
I mean, I can run
exactly.
mine. Actually, I have to change mine.
Yep. Right now it looks like the online one needs a little bit of more care and some extra attention, so we need to switch to the local ones.
Yeah, we'll just use mine. I got a prep. I'm good.
Okay, so then we use your ones, and I'm only counting down for the yeah. The only thing that I later need is maybe the overall score that I have this correct, but the rest you can post it in
Yeah, I got
virtual channels.
keep all the stuff.
Okay, so then I only run a timer. That makes it easier.
Cool. All right.
Good. Then I jump back down.
Very cool. Okay, let's talk about the match a little bit because we didn't do that yet. First of all, we got Chuck Fusion.
Very
we got.
good map. I like it. Chuck Fusion is a solid choice. Chuck Fusion is not ACAN and therefore a solid choice.
That's just like your opinion. Yeah, I think this is a really interesting match. I actually am not sure he's gonna win. What's your take? Especially with
looking
the
at the players, I think
there's no Nalo. Is I think the biggest thing to look at is there's no Nalo.
There is no Nalo, but to me the Russians are always a bit I don't know. They sometimes randomly flake somehow.
Okay.
And it could just be one of those times. I saw somebody almost failing to jump up to double doors on the rocks. So if you're superstitious, then maybe that's the sign that it's going to go really badly. But no, I think overall, I've got the French taking it.
Okay, I honestly would say HSR is winning this, actually. Just because Nalo isn't there. Massive Nalo fanboy.
Damn.
I'm seeing Kuroti, I'm seeing Maxush, who popped up yesterday, I'm seeing Porsche Chaos, who also did very well yesterday. And all the other HSR guys also just did well, so I see what happens here. Chuck is a different map. They didn't play Chuck last time. So maybe that's gonna make a difference here. Wannabe seems to like Chuck. They've picked Chuck another time already. On a different matchup.
Yeah.
But move us into the game here, where I need to let me do this right now. Just had to quick pivot.
The match will start next 6-0. That means in 1 minute and 30 seconds. The next
1 minute?
6-0.
That's a lot of minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
That's more than 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, we're going to 90 seconds. We'll get the arrows countdown.
Yeah, no Jaeger event is complete without the arrows countdown. It's such an integral part of it. It's as soon as you hear Arrod's voice in your whisper list, if it's not one of 500 whisper lists you're running, usually the moment your hands start shaking, you know.
Sure. I mean, I feel it's like reassuring. I feel like by the time I hear the arrows countdown, I'm like ready to game.
Oh no,
1 minute.
I'm never ready to game. I'm always feeling horribly underprepared.
Well, maybe you need some confidence
Yeah.
for your
I
own
think the French
tournament
people have that
performance.
confidence. And I
They
think,
do.
look, oh, my tournament performance here, you're gonna see. It's the
It's
thing to
gonna be
behold.
crazy. You got picked
It's
like
gonna be
4th or
insane.
something, you know, you gotta be good.
Yeah, it's one of the first round picks, man. If it would have been an NBA draft, I'd be earning the big bucks right now.
Totally. Well, I also need to pay attention to Errol's countdown though, because I have to stop. I'm gonna have to like tab out again, and the screen's gonna be black. As soon as we get the stuff fixed and the refs are doing their scripts, then we don't have to do that.
Don't worry, you're not missing a beat. I'm going to play-by-play commentate them leaving their Sunday while the screen is black.
I
You're
got
missing
the
nothing.
HSR side. You can take the
10.
other one.
Okay.
See what they do. I'm curious to see if we get like a fast flank, like a
5,
fast
4,
swamp flank.
3, 2, 1. Match start, match start.
Right, let's see. What do we have here? We have
Guardian Bolt, feeder. We do get a okay. It's Maxouche on the fast flank.
oh, we have one light assault only.
Yeah, that's normal
And
for
we
check.
have,
Okay, this is already very interesting.
Oh, this is a massive brawl.
Meter feeder gets a pick already on the flag, and they're not really even giving a shit. Marif is on
Oh yeah,
LA,
they're just there. That's nice.
and okay, yeah, that flank worked. That was
yeah,
really good. I think
it's a good flank, and it looked like one RPC was more stacking towards them coming from door 1 down there, but instead they had a massive fight up by dubs, and that kind of just played
Yeah.
into HSR's hands, because they didn't even have their light assault up, right? The one RPC light assault was over door 1.
He was a little late, but he just lost the LA fight against Meter feeder.
Yeah.
He was
But
technically.
Meterfeeder already got a pick beforehand, so Meterfeeder got
Yeah,
two
he did.
kills on that entry.
They did the really fast. They did not react to it very well. Okay. Let me see what they're gonna try to get back.
Yeah.
Annulus is trying to go for a
spot
pick.
here. Nice.
Okay,
Gets
let's
that one.
kill Annulus. Most kills on Miller. Big shoes to fill. Alvaron is
Oh.
just actually not paying attention. That was a little sad.
Just ignoring Meterfeeder, just absolutely egoing that guy.
Crazy. Did not work out though.
Yeah. Absolutely humbled. Can we get a mod to open gambling in chat? Menace needs to spend his well-earned channel points.
I don't know if anyone's there right now.
Uh,
Kind of busy casting. I'd do it otherwise. But okay, let's see this double doors push. Marif did lose the LA fight again, so
this could be a nice setup, but they need to go fast before
yeah.
they get
Meterfeeder goes for a big drop, and that's why
Meterfeeder's having a good
he
time
does get
right
traded. Narrow gets traded. Narrow
Is
probably
this
kind of
first
just want to
F
live here. It might be. Yes, that was the first step. He's 7 kills in 1 actually. He has been crushing so far. And HSR is getting confident here. They're gonna try to pick out. What is Marif playing NS11A? Yes, he is. That's kind of wild. I would not be doing that, especially on NC, but yeah.
Oh,
He got
I feel
caught on
that's
the
not
head glitch.
not the weapon. You've got the GD7F, which is
Absolutely. Okay, we got a 2 for 2, but Meterfeeder's gonna get a drop again.
yeah. I feel
It's
like
just-
they need to stop trying to ignore it. They need to either change their approach or deal with that LA somehow.
Yeah, well, if you pay attention to the LA in that way, then you just have to play even further back and then kind of losing momentum. So I get it, but also yeah, the fact that Marif is just losing every single LA fight hurts right now for them.
Yeah, just absolutely not having a good time. But let's not focus too much on Marif. Yes, that's what kills them in the end. But their infantry is just they don't really make a scratch in the defense here.
Oh, well, they get like 1 or 2 kills. They trade a little bit, and then it's kind of over.
Yeah, I mean, you get the 1 and 2 kills, and then I feel like you don't get any advancing. You kill the 2 people who are first in dubs, and then the rest just stands outside and waits to get flanked.
Like another LA battle here. Ooh, okay, he actually gets it. Good. That was
there
actually
we
a
go.
decent fight for him.
6 to his
So now
6
one
there.
PC should be getting a push, but we see a lot of flanks here. Narrow is on door 3, kind of trying to do some distract people a little bit. And 2 got up to monsters and just kind of died. And where's the rest? There was a lot more flanking, I feel like.
Yeah,
Narrow gets
he's
traded here.
very
That's not gonna be
disjointed for some reason right now.
Definitely a rough start. Marif got I don't know if Marif got to have any impact here.
Oh no, nothing. Marif was waiting for respawn on roof. I feel like.
I see. Okay, we got an LA pick. Okay, so
All right, LA pick is
5v5, right? 5v5. One PC gets to really.
here. And you've got your
Have
LA
like
up,
a fair
so
fight.
ideally now you should go.
And Marif even goes in the middle, which is really fine. They kind of trade out some kills.
That's good. They've got control
They're
for the
back in.
first time.
Okay. They do.
Nice. Let's see if they can like set up something meaningful here.
But clear by Narrow, they kind of... Well, they didn't quite secure the base yet.
No,
Narrow's on point.
it's
We got...
only Narrow really, right? Narrow's
Oh yeah,
gonna
everyone got taken out of big stairs.
watch the Kurauti bolt up here.
One of is kind of taking small stairs again, trying to get back in from there. See one trade. Nice flag. Anilus is trying not to die to the bolt here. Marif.
Bolt
Does
against
he get this
Marif?
kill?
He should, right? The
Oh my
bolt
god, that
comes-
was...
Oh.
Did Cody actually get away with that?
that
That was
was-
wild. That was actually wild dodge there. Do not die.
That's-
He does still get caught.
Yeah.
Okay. One PC are back in the game. That was a rough start, but I think they're kind of back in.
Yeah, they slowly figured it out now, I think. So this is looking a lot more like a real fight now.
They're down 18 points, including cap. Actually, not including cap. I did not include the cap. We gotta bring the +9 back from yesterday.
I feel like they can get there, especially if they get rolling, if they get a few kills in a row. I feel like HSR is a team that does have a mental you can break at some point. One RPC
That's an
is
assumption.
It is an assumption, but it's I feel like one RPC
Yeah.
being the necromancers of constantly reviving people all over again, they kind of don't have a problem with dying over and over.
They can revive their match.
Yeah, they can revive that. There we
They
go.
can revive
their
anything.
match.
You see a lot of cat play now. Cat walk, right? Is what it is.
Yeah.
Meter feeder
See a lot of
split.
HSR in through door 1 now.
There's a lot of flanking happening. Meter
Yeah.
feeder.
That was a...
That's a nice kill from Marif. Marif seems to... He's kind of out of position a lot for NLA, for like how I would play it at least. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Has Marif been around for a while? I don't think I remember that name yet.
He's played lane smashes with WFAT and with other Miller and CT whose name I don't remember.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't think he's been doing that much infantry. He's kind of a tanker. I don't want to be misinforming here, but as far as I remember, he's done more tanking than infantry overall. But he's probably done more infantry recently. But I would say new to 66 for sure.
Okay.
Haven't seen him in any 6.
Oh man, that Max Sush flank is absolutely brutal. He just runs around the entire base.
He's just
misses the
going.
misses the jump up near double door and then just walks the long way and still gets a kill on the flank.
I mean, sometimes you can
Absolute
kind of intentionally do the long flank and do that. I think in the opener, that was like definitely the right thing to do. Feeder goes for another drop here. Right. This is the first game and the last game. There is only one game, unfortunately.
Yes, the next game will be tomorrow.
Who never gets a pick and does not get traded. But I think because the other person got distracted by the light assault. That's a nice double peek. And one of PC's back in. I don't think they're gonna get the point though.
No.
Proof difficult. Wukin is on like a crazy position here. That I would never be playing.
That looks a bit out of order.
Yeah,
out
for
of the
that
ordinary.
reason I would not be playing. I mean, if there was somebody on this corner to trade him, that would have kind of worked, which maybe Anulos was trying to do that. But, you know, he
Yeah.
got caught off by the other door.
Yeah, that way it's kind of... It's a fine place to be as long as you could just win every single fight you get, I guess. But
Yeah, but
that
that's not
applies to any
really...
position in the game.
That's not how you want to play.
Yeah, ideally not. No.
On a PC kind of just got stuck on point and fizzled out. And now Karate is on the... This is where you don't want Karate to be, where he just locks down your entire shit.
Yep.
Really scary to approach. That's where you need the light assault. Like, that's kind of where you need the light assault to win the fight. And, like, get him out of there. Speaking of which, let's see this. Okay, we got a flash. Can I miss?
Oh,
Okay, he gets the kill. I mean,
yeah,
he's making the NS11C work, because he's just, like, bot dinking some of these.
That's insane work.
Push trades. Roof goes from inside again. And I would like to see Marif use like this flank more and this position at all. It seems like he gets a light assault kill and then just kind of goes inside with everybody else for like a push. But if you can just like, you know, actually use the flank that he gets from his light assault win, then he can actually do a lot more damage. And like fully clear up the base.
His play is not really connected to what the rest of the team's trying to do. Like, he wins his fights now on the roof, which is great. That's a good start.
I think it's
But
too
there's not
connected,
really-
actually. You know, because he's just like directly with the heavies, going in the same entry.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. And then that you're kind of losing the point of why you'd be playing LA.
Yeah, but you can also see that the way the HSR heavies play, they seem to hold the building a lot better, despite them now occasionally losing the roof fight. And they've got a bolter, so they've got one less heavy.
Everyone gets a nice double here. Very nice, cannot save them. A lot of grenades going up. I don't know if he's the only one right now. Kind of.
Oh,
was.
nice. That's a good sequence.
LA's down again. But HSR do have the point. Marif is also respawning. Marif has like... Marif doesn't have the time to flank, but he has the time to get like a good spot on meter feeder and like get a strong fight on him, but he's not really getting the position that he needs.
I mean, on the upside, meter feeder is not running away with this game. Yes, he's having a lot more impact, but it's kind of been...
He's +8.
After the first...
He's +8 on top
but
frame.
he's been +7, +8 ever since the second minute of the game. So
That's
at least
true, I
it's
guess,
not
yeah.
spiraled into like +50 or something.
I think we got a flash in. Okay, this is a bold play. I would never be doing this with an NS11C. NS11C is like the ultimate anti-light assault weapon, I guess. Where you really just like want to fight a light assault. But like when you're trying to fight heavies with it, then you're having a rough time. We're seeing these I personally don't like going small stairs like ever, but somebody kinda has to do it. But it's also not been working out for on PC.
No, not at all.
I think the way we like to do it on my team, when I ran one, is we did one person small stairs. That kind of gets like a late timing. Everybody else goes double doors. One person gets small stairs when there isn't anyone covering small stairs. And then you get like an off angle or alternate angle to get a pick. Let's see what Karate does here with the bolt. Oh, he doesn't even need to do that much because meter feeder drops in. And well, he goes 1 for 1. Everybody kind of goes 1 for 1. But HSR cleans up the fight.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't. As the light assault, you want to be going up. You want to be going up here, so you don't get caught out by the dubs push.
Is there anything that one RPC could do that really would surprise HSR here, you think? Like some outrageous flank through somewhere if they get a light assault kill so they can do it?
Wokin is doing these catwalk flanks that are very ambitious. Which, I think they're too ambitious, actually. I think they don't even need to do anything surprising.
I just think the entire let's go dubs play hasn't worked out for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you get your trades, and that's cool, but HSR is ahead in kills, ahead in caps.
It's hard. It's hard. I feel like there has been a flank catwalk, ad catwalk like every time. But honestly, we haven't really seen like full commits to dubs.
Yeah. Is there ever a world where you drop a heavy and put another light assault up there?
I don't think that's gonna do anything. That's just kind of gonna get you behind more in the heavy fight, and then you can't even go inside even if you have the roof.
Yeah.
And on Chuck, like,
get proper heavy fights right now, though.
oh no, they're
Most
back in
heavy
somehow.
fights right now are decided by light assault dropping in behind, or by them getting cleaned out after they already take the building. Ooh, that's a
Sure. I
nice-
mean, I feel like meter feeder just kind of drops and gets a kill, and then he's out. They're just gonna Zeus chaos and gets traded out.
Oh, he's down again, though. Really, Marif's really building into it now. Like 1.5 minutes left. I think the light assault game is, in terms of their kills against one another, almost
I mean,
equal, I think.
stats-wise, he is only -2, while a lot of other heavies are struggling way more on the 1 side.
Yeah, they're definitely not having a great day.
But 1PC in total 1PC fashion, they are struggling collectively together as a team. Which is great, I guess, but it's not really working out points-wise. As they're about 40 points behind without the cap,
That's tough.
which is hard
And then we
comeback
go,
for.
meter feeder goes down again. So by now it's but he's still plus 13. He still gets those
Yeah.
kills in between the light assault fights.
Arif is actually going for a flank here. And it just takes too long. It just takes too long with the NS11C. Like, he gets one.
Yeah.
That should have just been like an instant pick, and then you get out again. Arif behind the box, just getting flushed
asking
out.
as a complete amateur in light assault play, why is the NS11C so much better against light assault than
Oh,
just
it's
playing
not.
the GD7F?
It's not. That's like, it's good because you, as in light assaults in these roof battles, you get these like roof head glitch fights, right?
Yeah.
Where you have like people just kind of peek a corner and then be on a head glitch, and then you only really have like 4 or 5 shots that you can shoot that could even hit. So with the NS11C, you have the .75. It is time. You have the .75 and you have the really good accuracy, so you can like win in these head glitch fights, and that's pretty much the one thing that it's good for. But if you got people doing like e-cruise, like not spam, but like the high movement stuff where they kind of just run up on you, or you have to do a lot of heavy flanks, then it's not good at that. Not good at all.
Okay.
Why are we doing that? Okay, I don't know. An orbital structure has just been launched. But we're gonna talk about the stats instead. First of all, I have to select the base. I've got to do that in all the chaos. Do I have my +9? My +9 is still here. I can keep it right in the exact same spot. Perfect. Boom. Advanced stats. It's only been one day. I have not had time to set that up. Let's look at the stats. So we got meter feeder on +13, 28 kills. Really good. Arctic, Maxush, +7, +8, Brody +4. They're kind of just gaming. I think HSR is just trading better, winning fights more.
Can I just say Nero on a 70% headshot rate is absolutely psychotic.
That is crazy. Sometimes that just works. Yeah, they get more damage assist too. Like I think like HSR just taking fights together better. Just working out for them. Wokin on 18 kills, he was the guy flanking a lot and just kinda probably getting kills a little later than would be favorable, and then because of that, they never really quite got control. The rest is kinda just not really doing so hot.
Does one RPC have a guy on their team where you think, like, maybe they can pull out the miraculous bold miracle and get like 15, 20 net positive next round?
I don't know if any one of them bowls. I don't
I mean,
think so.
maybe it's time for Marif to stop focusing on the light assault fighter as much and just pick up the GD7F and go for flanks yourself more, because it just feels like right now you are winning, or at least neutralizing meter feeder on the roof, but it doesn't really get you where you need to be.
The thing is, 1PC was on the good light assault side, because on the side that 1PC was just on, you have heavies like being able to spot LAs and all that, which I don't know how much they utilized it. I think they were on the hill an alright amount. And it maybe, I don't know how much it helped, but probably not enough. So now as LA, you're gonna struggle even more. And honestly, as LA, you also get better flanks from that side. So now meter feeder is gonna have more LA control. He's gonna have more like places to flank and just kind of have impact as LA. So this might get even worse if they switch off. I think actually there is a world where they can go off LA at all.
This tick 0. That means in 25 seconds this
Wait.
tick 0.
Okay, where they can go no LA and just kind of play inside the building, and just have meter like have a hard time to even get far enough to get a flank. So if you just like win the heavy fight before the LA has the time to flank, then you know that could kind of work. But
5,
things
4,
are gonna stay
3,
where they are.
2,
Yeah.
What? Second round start, second round start.
And then maybe you have to ask the hard question. Is it even one RPC's goal to like win against HSR? Is that even something they can realistically do? Or is this something where you say, okay, we go into
Did
this
my
match
shit reset?
knowing
I
that
just reset some stats. Okay, that's not good. But that's
that means somebody's
not the
gonna break
worst.
out the calculator later.
We got the numbers.
Kaiser, there is no full schedule
There's no
for the
schedule.
practice. I mean, not practice,
We're
the
working on it.
qualifying matches yet. It will be posted once people have got their matches set up. As for the main tournament, which is in the second week of July and following, that
Yes.
should already have a fixed schedule. It's just going to be which team plays in which slot then. One RPC
what?
now healthily inside
I'm
the
just gonna get
building
this number over here and make this a
here.
plus 50 because that's basically what the score is right now. I just reset the scores on accident. So you get context for I just fucked
That's
up.
some nice shooting from Woken here. Now inside the building.
Yeah, but there is still a score-based tiebreaker. So, you know, losing by less is valuable. You don't just want to give up. That could matter.
Oh, that-
Teams end up on the same amount of points. Yeah, here's the meter feeder LA flank that kind of gets a free kill. You just kind of sometimes get free kills from this angle. Marif.
Yeah, and that in combination with Karauti on that stairs head glitch is, I think, a really annoying thing to deal with now.
Marif is on the GG7F now.
Okay, let's see if that changes anything about the dynamic. If he can still get the kills on roof, that would be very, very good for him.
So, Bogen just kind of gets an easy kill on Alvaron, who probably didn't even really want to take that fight. He tried to get out and just got lagged on a little. They're kind of trying to group up here. We see a catwalk play, which I was about to say that would be good for them. Kind of get some control back. Tush is waiting for it though. They don't know yet? No, they know. Ooh, but Nero didn't peek on it. And Nero doesn't, he just didn't know. Okay, that's just kind of rough. That's just kind of bad communication. That Nero didn't even know that happened. That was, like, that should have been a 2v1. And now it just all crumbled.
Yeah, now HSR is very comfy inside the building again here. Heavy on the head glitch.
Yeah, I'm flying around. Yeah, it's kind of rough to, like, try to get through this door sometimes and then just get shit on. There we go, that's what was needed. That's what was needed, like, as these people came up catwalk, somebody needed to push out here. Sometimes that's hard because, you know, there's people checking for it, but that's the counter to this, like, head glitch play. So they kind of figured that out, and that was the reason they made it back in.
Yep.
Otherwise, Max
And there's
gets,
good
like,
picks.
kills again.
There's some good picks. Now you can take the building.
They're
There's
back
some
in.
good work there.
And now they just need to, like, do a monster spawn hold for, like, 8 minutes. Let's see.
I mean, the good thing about you resetting scores is you can definitely see the trend in how people perform now.
Sure, yeah, let's
And you
go
can
with
see
that.
that Pouch is not having a really great start to second half so far.
He got a team kill, I think. Because he's
Ah.
-1. Did he just get a team kill? Did that just
I think
happen?
that was early on already.
Okay.
That must have been like one of the earliest fights.
What happened here? Guys on the... You running no helmet? Did we ban? Did I explicitly ban no helmet? I don't know. I might have. I think he is, but also
I mean,
it
looking
doesn't
at the
really matter too
scoreline, no
much.
helmet seems to increase your head hitbox.
I think a bunch of them are running no helmets. Where are they? They're going catwalk again, but there's nobody on the head glitch. They're kind of like wary of it now.
The Terran Republic has taken the facility.
And I think they saw him there. Okay, that's a good time for a double peek. You don't want to lose a player for no reason here, but also Portuguese is not going to commit to this. Okay, good pick. But Midfielder gets a kill here, which honestly he should not be getting. And they just win that
Holy.
again. You run this if it does it. Was there... I gotta check up on the rules. There's a lot of rules. But I don't know. Arrows should be saying some. I'm not a ref, you know. I'm just here for entertainment. We'll check on that. We'll check on that afterwards. Get back to the game. Okay, one of the kind of have the. They have the right places. They're in the right places. They just need to execute now. Marif just should not be down here. You shouldn't be here. Okay, at least they only lose one. No, they don't. Never mind. There's the flank.
Oh. There we go.
Necron kind of in a weird spot here. He doesn't die yet, but he's just kind of. Ah, that's not good. That's.
And then the reflank hits and they're just wiped again.
Yeah. Was just kind of a little slow. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. About to say. I'm just kind of looking for stuff. Okay, Marif with. I don't know if that was a necessary flank. But it worked, I guess. And yeah, HSR are just kind of doing the wraparounds here. They're just kind of like. They're telling people, okay, 100%, you can go on the building if you want. You can go on the building and like get one kill. But we're gonna appear on every single door behind you, around you, everywhere, and then just refrag it, and you're not gonna know what's happening. And 1PC, we're not prepared enough for that, because you can kind of outplay that by just very decidedly pushing forward, and then being ready for it. But they aren't. The plus 50 is me resetting. This is the second round. We're in the second round right now. I reset the score. And HSR were up around 50 points in the first half. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle.
Yeah, it's the plus 50 extra points you gain for having the total highest ping to Jaeger. That nets you an extra 50 points in this tournament.
Yeah, we haven't looked at the stats very much. Yeah, Meterfeeder is still crushing it. He's plus 10,
He is
16
just
kills now.
popping off, man. He's having a fantastic day. Pouch is
And I feel like
chilling.
And I feel like Marif could just be fighting him. But he's kind of like... He's kind of went like... back to being a ground light assault. You know, when he could just be... Yeah, this is... a wild drop.
Tempting, right?
That was rough.
Playing light assault, you need the confidence to kind of go for those picks, those drops, whatever. And if you kind of...
You can play light assault by just being on the roof and just killing the other LA and just like giving you a team control over that. You can do that.
I feel like if you've got like a meter on the other side who's just going +9 and your team is constantly getting wrecked at random doorways.
Well, but he's going +9 because the other light assault is not controlling him, right? Is what I'm saying.
Oh yes, but I mean,
he does get the freedom.
On how well versed the other exactly the freedom, and I think that's the big problem, that if you don't know how to play against him having the freedom, if your choice is okay, I'm just gonna go on roof, and then he drops on a door, then you're gonna be like, well, shit, he keeps on dropping on doors. Maybe I'm just gonna walk around the building and see if I randomly pick the correct door.
Yeah, it's complicated because when your heavies are also losing as a light assault, you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be on the roof anymore, and I need to help. I mean, we've seen Marif like go inside and just drop straight up with the heavies. That's probably kind of the reason that he thinks it's like, okay, I gotta help my heavies. We gotta actually win a fight here. It's not gonna be enough if I kill the LA. But it like, you kind of start circling down the drain of now the LA is out fragging us because our LA is not killing the other LA, and it's a whole thing. And that's I feel like that's kind of what's happening. It's definitely something I've experienced before.
I've only ever been on teams where the LA is having troubles. I think with the exception for the Bling roster way back when, where the LA was the strongest player.
Who was that?
Overkill back then played LA.
Overkill.
And he did a good job in the B bracket. I think we played B bracket.
Yeah.
After getting farmed in A bracket.
Kind of getting caught off guard. They're fine-ish for now. This is a... I don't understand these placements. Like, you have this great small stairs, head glitch and all that, and Wokian just kind of goes like halfway down the stairs to take a fight. That's like really bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, this is a scrim. It feels a lot like when you join a public deathmatch server somewhere. I don't know. It looks a bit like weirdly disjointed. It's not what I would have expected. And you often see people in very strange positions. At least to me, they're strange. It's like they're halfway down the trap, the Treppe, yeah, halfway down the Treppe, halfway down the stairs. Yeah, it's,
I don't know. I think for HSR they're like more deliberate choices of like picking off angles, and they're kind of supported as well by other players. And in some of the 1RPC cases, it's just like somebody over peeking or just being in a place that you like never want to be in. Mathematically wrong positioning. I think we're gonna get another cat play here, which might work out really well, looking at where these players are.
Yeah, but I feel like it might work out well, but they've got so much control that it's pretty telegraphed. Like, it's easy to see where they're not gonna go. If you don't see anyone for 10-15 seconds, they are grouping, and if you don't see anyone home, you kind of have to assume they're going cat, right?
Yeah. I think Meterfeeder made the correct assumption that they're doing that. But then, you know, there wasn't a Light Assault to shut him down, so he shut down the whole cat. Which could have worked well if he wasn't there. Marif was just kind of late. I don't know who we lost to, but there. And now we're getting like another.
I mean, Marif was picked off last there. Marif died after the entire flank died in that case.
He did, yeah, because he wasn't there at all to contest the LA.
It's just off timing, yeah.
Maxush is back on the head glitch. And it just gets him.
That's a very comfy head glitch to play.
It is a really strong spot. But like it is very punishable by it. Ooh, okay, it's okay, I'm back. It's okay, the game's that didn't change anything.
Doc P just casually flexing on the people down there.
Gotta slow down again.
I feel like this is gonna
I
be
wanted to
a
zoom in. I
tough
wanted to
one
show
from-
this angle.
This angle up there is really nice. But I feel like this is a tough one for 1RPC to really figure out what exactly the problem was after the match, I feel like.
Yeah.
If I'm 1RPC here, I think my mental would be like, okay, like, fuck it, you lost one, you've got 4 more matches to go. Just ignore it and move on.
Honestly, I think there's a world where HSR is just way better than we think, collectively.
That's definitely an option, yeah. I hope to see whether that actually holds up.
But I mean, I will say there's no Nalo. There is no Nalo. There is some rough plays being made on the 1RPC side.
Yeah. I mean, the Nalo part you kind of have to ignore. Like, it's 6v6, yes, individual players are strong, but if you've got these question mark moments happening without you jumping out your server cam, I don't know. It feels like just forget this match happened, take it as practice, and move on to the next 4.
Yeah, 1RPC are still relatively likely to make it into the actual tournament. So
yeah,
this is not the end of the world.
Maybe it's also just that HSR are really fucking strong on Chuck, and you shouldn't be playing him here.
I mean, to be fair, they have been really strong on Ghana and Paris already.
That sounds like a problem.
We got Marif inside again. Kind of trying to cap the apron for some reason. Run. I don't get this. Like walking this way, you can't see what I mean, but like walking this way is like, don't do that. If you want to move in server room, walk like this or walk on the left side. Unless you know there's somebody small stairs. You're just like, that's just fucks you positionally because there's very likely people to be in the double doors. And I've seen 1RPC players do that multiple times now, and that's kind of what I mean by like players being out of position. Where it's like very obviously like this is a place you don't want to stand at any point, because if you get caught out there, you're dead. And HSR are absolutely abusing that. Looking gets a good trade here. Second for a catwalk player. There is somebody up here. Maxush is the resident catwalk player here.
Yeah. He's winning that one, yeah. Good work from Maxush controlling that catwalk now.
It definitely makes a big difference.
I feel like HSR didn't even allow 1RPC to really show us anything in this match. They just kind of... It's not a spawn trap, right? But it really felt like they shut out the entire game.
Yeah, there were a lot of shutdowns. And that is time.
End of match, end of match.
Okay, well, that was a little scuffed, but that's fine.
Yeah, for the first
We'll
one.
get there.
This is the practice run.
We'll get there. Let's go back to the stats, which... Well, this works. Does it work? Is it working?
Did it
It
add
worked
up?
somehow. It did both.
Ah,
I'm a genius.
so you
Kind
you
of.
move the plus 50 then.
Well, it's
Otherwise
still a
you
plus
get,
9. That one remains.
Yeah, but it's still a plus 9. That's a 41 difference. If I go negative 41, you bully me for it. If I go neutral, you're like, oh wow, this is your best performance yet.
All right. Well, I mean, that was honestly more dominant by HSR than I expected.
Way more dominant, yeah.
Very strong. Meter Feeder plus 32, 60 kills.
Both
He
team
just
captains,
fucking...
please join the referee
don't have
channel
to
for
join.
the post-game interview.
We don't have to do... You don't have to.
Damages are indeed doubled. Wow, that is a very striking difference. Yeah, I mean, the HSR doesn't really tell you much and everything, but I feel like in terms of raw shooting, there wasn't that much
User
difference.
was
I
moved to
feel
your
like a lot of the
channel.
team play was really...
Hello.
I feel like
Hello?
we don't have to do interviews every time. I think especially because the Russian guys speak Russian, But you're here, So what do you think? What do you think, in your humble opinion, Arrow, didn't work out so well for you this time?
Yeah, I mean, on the first half, the real pain was the LA. We had no, even when when trying to call out what he was doing, he was still surprising us most of the time and winning engagement even with the info on him. So yeah, couldn't
I
really
agree.
handle him. And second half, we just get stuck at doors. We are not sure how to push that.
It's tough. It's tough on that side on Chuck. And the whole the head glitch on Catwalk, definitely rough too. But yeah, I don't think we need to do interviews every time for these formats, so I don't want to keep you here,
Yeah,
especially after getting kind of crushed in this.
yeah, it's okay.
You can mull over this with your team.
Yeah, I mean, there's
And
4
have a
more
nice
matches.
rest of
I
your
think
day.
just fuck it, forget it, and move on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were not surprised by the result anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next time Nalo's gonna be on the roster and he's just gonna drop a fat load of points.
Yeah, not sure I can do 70 points to compensate, so we need to work on our part too. He can't carry us all.
Yeah, I had this stuff too. I think it was a lot of fixable stuff. I don't think it's
Yeah, and I mean, you've got Meter
that.
going like plus 32, which is outrageous amount of scoring.
Mm.
It's like that's basically half the points you were behind, which is maybe he just popped off today. You never know. Maybe just
Maruf hasn't
one
played
different-
much Diego yet, right? Or 66 at least. As I'm aware. Probably a little rough for him as light assault.
Yeah, he just does internals. He never did any tournament on Jaeger, I think. On Lens Smash only because he did the tank main.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the tank main actually going like no shade here. Like tank main playing light assault in 6v6 and only -7 against Meter. Like hats off. That's an accomplishment. Frame it and put it on your wall. Honestly.
He plays a ton of infantry on live, but yeah, never played infantry tournaments on Jaeger actually.
Well, there you go. I feel like he was doing alright against Meter in the LA battles, and then he kind of like snowballed into trying to go down a lot, and then it kind of got worse and
I feel
worse.
like he's a heavy at heart. He's a light assault in game, but he's a heavy at heart.
Well, that's the only class he never plays, so no, he's a light assault only.
Alright, yeah, I think that's it from us. HSR showing that they're probably a lot scarier than people think right now. And we'll get more matches to you. There's maybe one tomorrow. I don't know who's streaming that. Probably not me. I'll try to get a schedule going so people can actually like know what matches are where. Also, you were running no helmets. I gotta look at that. Better look at that. But that's whatever. I think we're done here. Thank you all for thank you Nero for this incredible interview. And thanks for playing and watching.